So I'm finally getting started on this new project. I wanted to take a minute to show you some of the parts I've been collecting over the past few weeks. We've got the frame, the wheel set ready to go, plus the group set, the cockpit, and all of those small essentials, the chain, the tubes, and the brakes, just waiting to be fitted. The first real challenge was getting the fork and the handlebars integrated. To be honest, I spent a good chunk of time just researching how that actually fit together. I was looking at the headset bearings and compression plugs, trying to visualize how it all sets. I found out it's really all about the sequence. First, you have the bottom dust shield. You slide that onto the fork crown first, and then the whole assembly goes up through the head tube. Once that sits right, you slide the top dust shield over the steering tube to seal everything from above. It's a small detail, but it's what keeps the road grit and moisture from ruining those bearings. After the shields are set, then come the spacers to get the height dialed in, and finally the stem. I was actually lucky enough to pick up these specialized bars for just €20, which was an absolute steal, but I wanted to be sure I didn't mess up the install. One thing I figured out, and definitely correct me if I got the physics wrong here, is that those side bolts on the stem aren't actually what's holding the fork in place during the setup. It's really the top cap. After the steering felt smooth, I threw the wheels on just to see the silhouette. It's funny how a project can look like a pile of parts for hours, but the second the wheels are in, it finally starts looking like a real bike. The last thing I tackled was the saddle. I'm being extra careful with the torque wrench here, with carbon. You really have to respect those Newton meter specs. It took about 2 hours of hands-on time today, but seeing it standing here on its own, I'm pretty happy with the progress. I'm looking forward to get into the drivetrain next.